Hey guys, how you doing? So now I've been on YouTube for 3 days. I'm lucky enough to have picked up 12 subscribers. I don't take anything for granted. This whole thing was an experiment on like my mental health, using things in my life just to make a channel and see how it grows, try different things, talk about things that I'm passionate about. One of those is Funko Pops, which I started collecting pre-pandemic, I think. I was a bit late to the party, to be fair, but I've sort of started collecting things that have been like representing obviously stuff I like. So as and when I get older, I know I'm a bit old now for these, but I will be able to look back at something a bit nicer than just having, say, like DVDs and all that kind of stuff, or like memories in that way. It'd be nice to have something physical to show, like nephew, niece, grandkids, whatever. So today I'm just going to show one of the new ones I've got, which I'm a little bit in love with. I don't know if there's been any prior ones. I've not come across one, but today I received my Naked Snake, which probably is going to sound a bit strange here on YouTube, based on Metal Gear Solid, the Snake Eater game, which I think is going to be a remake of the third game. And I now have a little helper trying to get into the video. She's disappeared. So this is what he looks like. I'm really sorry that my whole thing is an iPhone camera. As I say, I've been doing YouTube 2 days, and if it gets better, I will obviously look at better equipment and a camera and all that kind of stuff. So it's come from Funko Europe. It is in really good condition, as 95% of their stuff is. You do get some stuff that comes in a little bit tatty, and someone is now jealous and trying to take over the show. This is little Nifty. She is a 5-month-old Persian chinchilla, and she's gorgeous, but not for this video. So Metal Gear Solid is a firm favourite that probably started when my generation was young. Metal Gear Solid 1 on the PS1 was, that game when that first came out. I know now it looks a little bit dated and it looks a little bit like, oh, how did you play that? I am sorry, I have 4 cats and a dog, so likely we're going to get disturbed by things. So Metal Gear Solid 1, when that came out, if you look at it now, you'd think, oh God, like the people don't even have faces, how can you play this? But when it first came out, it was just like revolutionary, like hiding in a box and hiding in a cupboard. You can't understand how exciting that was when you're a kid and you're so used to like just one level of game where, I mean, when the PlayStation 1 came out and the original games came out, it was such a step up for people that were like used to like Game Boys and stuff. It was like mind-blowing, and it's so bizarre now to look back at that and think how dated and awkward and clunky the graphics look, yet the games are still really fun. I played a game of Cool Borders 2 not too long ago and had a crack on the new Metal Gear Solids. I've been playing that on the Switch and absolutely love them. So in this series, there are 2. There is the boss and there is obviously Naked Snake, Solid Snake. I am going to open this, just get him out so you can have a little bit of look at the figure. I do keep all mine in box, but for the purpose of doing a video, I'll sort of bring him out so you can have a little bit of a look at him up close. The camo was decent. It's sort of not particularly well detailed. There's a little sort of like white speck on the boot, which sometimes you can't work out if they're sort of mispainted or that the style they're going for. There's been a little bit of detail there with, I think that's a knife in his boot. Sort of as you can see, it's a standard 4-inch pop. The hair itself looks awesome with the beard, and the bandana coming around the back and sort of sticking out and being a bit more flexible. So obviously got the headset in ear, the waist pack with multiple tactical things, whilst it's got a knife in hand and a small pistol with a silencer on. This set's back at the moment. It's £13 English. I'm not sure what that translates to at the times. £3 postage off Funko Europe, so it's not astronomically expensive, but it's a nice pop to add to the collection, especially for those nostalgic over Metal Gear Solid. Yeah, so this one will happily slot into the collection. So out of curiosity, I'm always interested, what sort of game Funkos do you own? Would you like to own? Are there any games out there that don't have any Funko Pops that you would like to see? Also, any advice on me doing YouTube? My backstory is I've got sort of quite crippling mental health, so I'm trying to do this to raise my confidence and give me a bit of like a purpose and a thing to try and sort of get my life back on track. I was a victim of quite a bad incident like a few years ago and left me quite badly with PTSD, so it's my first attempt for the longest time trying to do something for myself, and I'm hoping people might enjoy or like me enough to watch the videos a bit and give me a bit of support. But this has been my first one anyway on Naked Snake. I probably could have picked one without a memeable name, but here's the latest one I've got, so I will be adding him in today, and I hope you enjoyed. Okay, cheers guys, ta-ra.